Indonesia's presidential hopefuls have 9 weeks to court the nation's sizable youth vote. Voters between the ages of 17 and 30 years old climbed to 55 million in the April legislative elections, totaling 30% of the total voter turnout.
But can the nation's political parties capitalize on the votes of a growing but ultimately jaded segment of the electorate?
Independent groups like the IO Vote campaign are attempting to raise the level of political literacy in a noisy and often confusing election season. It's a daunting task in a nation where decades of corruption and nepotism have stained public perception of politicians. Indonesia is one of the world's youngest nations. 123 million people are younger than 30 years old. But the political spectrum has, for the most part, remained the realm of the old guard, the men and women with roots in former President Suharto's New Order regime. An energized electorate pushed voter turnout to 70% in the April elections, while the total percentage of the youth vote actually dropped from 34.6% in 2009 to 30% in 2014. The number of young voters increased by nearly 20 million. Political parties like the Great Indonesian Movement Party, Gerindra, have attempted to connect with young voters with an aggressive social media campaign. The party is bankrolling a web series titled Mas Garuda, where the eponymous mascot tackles terrorism and apathy. Jakarta Governor Joko Widodo, a relative outsider, has also engaged the youth with his down-to-earth style. But the political backstabbing and backroom deals that have become common during this campaign season could undermine any gains made by Indonesian parties. It's enough to leave some people wondering whether Indonesia's young voters will voice their opinions at the ballot box or just stay home.